hope all of you are fine. Let's start our lesson.
Today is our last lesson for this term. It's a grammar lesson. We're going to study the second conditional. As you know, we've already studied 0 and the first one. This is MHI 3, Unit 7, the student book, page 63. I hope you enjoy the lesson. Let's start. Let's know what we're going to learn today. We're going to learn how to form the second conditional, when should we use it, and some important notes. Let's talk about impossible things. When we want to express impossible or unlikely situations, we use second conditional. If I had $1 million, what would you do? If I had $1 million, I would travel around the world. I would travel around the world. Now, the first thing we want to learn is how to form the second conditional. Look here at this sentence. If I saw a lion, I would run away. Can you look at the red words? So, this is excellent, past simple, and in the second part I have would plus the infinitive, run. So, the first part of F, the first clause, I used past simple. And the second clause, I use would plus infinitive. Excellent, it's very easy. F plus past simple, and then the second clause, would plus the infinitive. Now, let's have a look at the usage. When should we use the second conditional? Second conditional is used to talk about a present situation which is impossible or very unlikely to happen. It's very unlikely for the condition to be fulfilled. Let's have a look at an example. If I found her address, I would send her an invitation. I would like to send an invitation to a friend. I have looked everywhere for her address, but I can't find it. So, now I think it's rather unlikely that I will eventually find her address. That's why I said, if I found her address, I would send her an invitation. So, we use the second conditional to talk about possible but unlikely situations in the future and whether they will happen or not. Or, we can use it to describe imaginary present situations. Imagine this one. If you saw an accident, what would you do? We also use it for giving advice. This is very common. If I were you, I would. If I were you, I would stay at home and do my homework. Let's do 2 exercises to practice. Look at the picture and complete the sentence. If I had a driver's license, I would drive a car. Very good. The second one, if I were an athlete, what would you do? I would win a gold medal. Again, it's where, even if it's singular or plural. Let's have a look here. Here, we're going to talk about some important notes. Where instead of was. In the second conditional, we usually use where even if the pronoun is singular. Example, if I were you, I wouldn't do this. The main clause can also be at the beginning of the sentence. In this case, don't use a comma. Look in here. Look at this example. I would go mad if he became a singer. I would go mad if he became a singer. If she were taller, she wouldn't wear high-heeled shoes. Look at this sentence. If she were taller, She wouldn't wear high-heeled shoes. Again, the verb in the second conditional is wear with singular or plural. Here I have she, I used wear. And if I have you or we or they, again I will use wear. In the second, I want you to open your student book, page 63. Look at Explore, the first exercise. Here you have a conversation between a brother and a sister. Please pause the video first, read it, try to choose the correct answer, then play the video, listen and check your answers.
Unit 7, page 63. Grammar. Explore. Exercise 1. Listen to the conversation between a brother and a sister.
I wish I could afford a holiday this year. These beaches look amazing.
Yes. If only you had £3,000, then I'd be able to come with you.
If I was rich, I'd spend every winter on a tropical island.
Really? I'd rather go skiing. Lying on a beach is boring.
Max, it wouldn't be boring if you were with me. We should be more open-minded sometimes.
Well, anyway, you can't afford it. If you didn't buy so many clothes, you'd have more money for holidays.
But I like clothes. Would you rather I wore a tracksuit all the time like you?
What's wrong with my tracksuits?
Okay, I hope you got all the answers correct. Now let's check together. The first one is could. Number 2, had. 3, was. 4, I'd spend. 5, wouldn't be. 6, were. 7, would be. 8, didn't. 9, you'd have. And 10, were. Let's practice further. Put the verb into the correct tense. The first sentence, I have the verb be and the verb travel. Please try it by yourself first, then play the video and check your answers. A. If he were younger, he would travel more. B. We have two verbs, come and have. Where is F in the second sentence? Look carefully, it's in here. So I start with would come. We would come to dinner if we had time. We would come to dinner if we had time. The F clause is followed by past symbol. C. I have not be and be. Where is the F clause? It's at the beginning. If we weren't friends, I would be angry with you. F is followed by past symbol and the second clause would plus the infinitive. D and the last one. I have two verbs, not buy and not decide. I hope you can guess it right. Mary wouldn't buy a house if she didn't decide to stay here. Mary wouldn't buy a house if she didn't decide to stay here. Well, that's all for now. See you next lesson and have a good day. See you later.